Picture this. Sunset's painting the sky, but the air is clean. The streets are quiet. No roaring engines, no smog-choked cities. It's a world where the relentless hum of the oil-fueled machine has finally fallen silent. What if instead of a sudden crisis, oil simply faded away? And let's find the answer to the question, what if? The sudden absence of oil would trigger immediate global chaos. Oil-dependent industries like petrochemicals, transportation, and plastics would collapse, initiating a severe global recession. Global shipping, reliant on oil-powered vessels, would grind to a near halt, disrupting supply chains and exacerbating economic hardship. The need for alternative materials would be immediate and urgent, spurring intense research and development. Geopolitically, oil-rich nations would lose their dominant positions, while nations with abundant renewable resources or strategically important lands would rise. International alliances would shift dramatically as nations compete for new sources of power and influence. Simultaneously, a frantic global effort to develop and implement alternative energy sources, solar, wind, geothermal, and hydroelectric, would commence, alongside a desperate push for improved energy efficiency. This energy transition scramble would define the early years of the post-oil era, characterized by both innovation and hardship. A post-oil world necessitates a transportation revolution. Electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cells, and biofuels would rapidly gain prominence alongside a resurgence of trains and bicycles. However, scaling these alternatives globally presents a significant challenge. Imagine the logistical nightmare of converting existing infrastructure and the sheer energy required for mass production. Simultaneously, urban planning would undergo a dramatic shift. Compact walkable cities, prioritizing public transit, and minimizing reliance on personal vehicles would become the norm. This transition, though beneficial environmentally, requires careful consideration of social equity, ensuring all citizens have access to efficient and affordable transport. Finally, global trade faces a seismic disruption. Oil-dependent shipping and air freight would need replacements, leading to potentially slower, more expensive, and less efficient global trade, significantly altering supply chains and international commerce. A post-oil world necessitates a radical reimagining of our material existence. The ubiquitous nature of plastics, derived from petroleum, demands immediate substitutes. Bioplastics, though promising, face challenges in scalability and effective recycling or composting. This transition will drive manufacturing toward alternative energy sources and locally sourced materials. A revival of craftsmanship and localized production might emerge, reducing reliance on global supply chains. Simultaneously, substantial investment in R&D will be crucial, seeking oil-free alternatives for countless applications, from lubricants essential for machinery to components in pharmaceuticals. This period will inevitably spur technological innovation, perhaps leading to materials and processes surpassing anything currently imaginable. A post-oil world would see profound societal shifts. Values would likely prioritize sustainability and community over rampant consumerism. The focus on resource efficiency would drive the development of new economic models, potentially incorporating elements of collaborative consumption and circular economies, moving beyond purely market-driven systems. This transition wouldn't be without its challenges. While reduced pollution would be a significant environmental benefit, the large-scale adoption of renewable energy sources could lead to other environmental concerns, like land use changes for solar farms or hydroelectric dams. Careful planning and consideration of environmental impact would be crucial for a sustainable future. A post-oil world wouldn't simply be a return to a pre-industrial state, it would foster unprecedented global cooperation driven by shared resource scarcity. Nations forced to collaborate on energy solutions and resource management might forge stronger, more equitable alliances. This necessity could spur groundbreaking technological advancements, pushing the boundaries of renewable energy, sustainable materials, and efficient transportation. Imagine cities powered by interconnected smart grids, harnessing diverse renewable sources, or revolutionary bioengineered materials replacing oil-based plastics. Ultimately, humanity's capacity for adaptation would be tested, but also celebrated. The crisis could forge a more resilient and innovative society, prioritizing sustainability and global collaboration, a fundamentally new world order born from necessity. Oil's depletion would cause massive societal shifts, demanding innovation and adaptation. However, it could also foster sustainability and equity. In your opinion, what if the world no longer has oil? Share your thoughts in the comments.